Hi guys, I just wanted to share this yoga practice with you. I'm at the Blue Creek in Latham, New York. I'm just taking a frog squat here, turning into a crab walk, walking the hips down and back. Rolling the spine up tall on your inhale, and then exhale, curl your tailbone under, press the shoulders back, walk the feet, roll onto your back, right hand to your belly, left hand to your belly. Begin to slow your breathing down, feeling the natural rhythm, the rise and fall, allowing yourself to feel heavier and more relaxed with every exhale. Tuning into the sounds around you, letting them come and go, flow over you. Deepening the breath, bringing the air into the belly, releasing with the exhale. Bringing your knees into your chest, gently rock side to side if that feels good on your back. Using our body weight to massage the muscles that line the spinal column. Coming back to center, flex the feet, and we'll take the hands to the backs of the thighs. Take a deep breath in, and then as you exhale, push through the feet and the legs to rock yourself back up to seated. Find a nice tall spine and a comfortable seat. Take a moment to feel supported and lifted. Putting your feet out in front of you, place your palms down, spread your fingers wide. We'll rotate the ankle. Make sure you're going in both directions. You can go in one and then the other, or a few in one way, a few in the other. Either way, just make sure that joint gets nice and open and moved. And then lift and circle the other ankle. Some core work here as well. Pelvic floor lifts, low belly zips up, and the navel presses back as your knees are rocking side to side. So we're just working up through the body. And now using a little pumping motion to get some movement through the thigh and the knee. Opening up the joints, keeping ourselves mobile. We're going to push up through the hips here as you press down through the hands and feet, gently lifting up, mindful of the shoulders staying down, and then just rock forward and back. Pressing, lift, rock forward, and then release back. Watch the shoulders so that they don't shrink up toward the ears. Keep that space nice and open through the joint. Putting the soles of your feet together, and then using your knees as leverage, place your palms there. Do some mortar and pestle rotations. Nice spinal rotations, also super good for digestion, which can be a little bit sluggish since we haven't been able to be out and about as much as we usually are. Add in your head and your neck if that feels right for you. Just loosening up and nurturing the spine as much as possible, reversing the rotation. With the joints, we always want to go in both directions. Just as in with our postures, we want to do them on both sides of the body. Coming back up to a nice tall spine. Inhale, shoulders come up. Exhale, press back and let them glide down. A couple more times there. Really exaggerating that inhale up, the press back and drop down. Letting the hands release down, inhale up the left arm. Find your opposite temple and gently stretch through the side of the neck, extending through the other arm. Making sure the shoulders are dropping away from the ears here and really breathing into those spaces that you can feel the tension in the side of the neck, shoulder, arm. And as you inhale up, exhale and release both hands down. Inhale up the opposite arm, find the temple. Gently stretching, opening through the other arm. Again, check in with the shoulders, press them down and away from the ears. And breathe deeply into the spaces that you're opening. You might feel a lot of tension here. Just allow it, surrender to it. Doing as best we can to release all resistance so energy can flow through the body. Inhaling up, exhale, release both hands down. Chin towards your chest as you exhale, and then inhale, lift your chin to the sky, really open and stretch through that throat and neck area. Exhale, chin comes to chest. Inhale, lifting, opening, stretching. Taking your hands nice and wide, spreading, come up into a tabletop posture. Make those adjustments so that the shoulders lined up over the wrist, and then adjust so that your knee is lined up under your hip. I'm going to flow through cat and cow here. Inhaling, tailbone lifts, belly drops, chin, neck stretch. That's your inhale to cow. And then exhale, you're rounding the back, tucking the chin. There's your cat posture. Make any adjustments along the way that you need. When you round up, really push through the hands and the knees and feel the shoulder blades really pressing and opening there. And as you inhale, you want to feel that stretch across your collarbones and up through your neck as well. Here we're stimulating the nervous system and flexing the back, really nourishing the spine. Taking the knees out to the sides, toes coming toward each other, chest and head float down for child's pose. You can have your arms extended in front of you, your hands underneath your forehead, or you could reach back towards your feet. So 3 variations there for child's pose. We'll revisit child's pose, so just decide now which of those 3 variations you want to visit when you are in child's pose. You'll watch me use the hands under the forehead. That's my favorite. A few deep breaths here, really breathing into the upper back, almost as if you're growing wings out of your back. And then as you exhale, just gently let the heart float down towards your mat. Not a big movement, but you're allowing the air to expand you through the upper back, really nourishing the tissues that connect the ribs. Your forehead's still down, and now we're taking the hands out, rolling back up and coming back into tabletop posture. So you're realigning the knees under the hips and the wrists under the shoulders. Take a deep breath in, and we're going to extend the right arm and the left leg. As you exhale, you're going to bring your elbow and your knee to each other. Inhale, reaching out again. And exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale, reach. Exhale, connect. Coming back to tabletop, and then we'll do it on the other side. So the left arm will reach, right leg extends. Inhale. Exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale, reach. Exhale, connect. One more time, maybe 2. Just 1. Opening the knees up wide, toes are together, and then the hips press back for child's pose. Again, those variations are that the arms are extended forward or back toward the feet, or as you're seeing me now, with my hands under my forehead. Revisit that breathing where the back of the body is expanding and opening, and then the heart is floating toward the mat as you exhale. Inhale, lifting up to tabletop. We're going to find our way into down dog here, really pressing through the hands. That's cow posture. Inhale. Cat rounding, and we're tucking the toes under as we round into cat. We're going to press back through the heels and just hover the knees for a moment. Check in with your core, your pelvic floor lifting, low belly zipping up, navel pressing towards spine, and then lifting, pressing the chest back towards your thighs, and drop those heels down, pedal left and right. Keep your breath flowing here and keep in touch with your shoulders. You want to keep that space open. Inhale, you're going to lift up. And exhale, open the knees wide. Uncurl the toes and let them come together. You're coming back to child's pose. The chin remains tucked throughout that entire transition. We always want to make sure that when we are coming from an inversion, like down dog, where the heart is lifted above the head, that we are mindful to keep the head down as we come into child's pose so that we can balance out our blood flow. Inhale, you're lifting your forehead, eyes, and chin. You're going to walk back into frog pose, frog squat. There's a rock under my mat. You're going to let your chin move towards your chest, moving your breath and rocking the head gently side to side. Just taking an opportunity to let the head hang as you lift up into a forward fold, adjusting your feet. Let the knees be softened. And again, fold yourself as deeply as possible. Possibly grabbing behind the calf muscles to increase that stretch. Not necessary at all, so always make sure you are gauging your practice by yourself. Tracing the hands up to the knees. Float the shoulders back away from the ears so you get a nice long spine from tail to crown. Check in with your core, pelvic floor, low belly, belly button, pressing up towards spine. You're breathing. Feeling your strength through your legs and your core. Hands out like you got a beach ball. Dip into the knees. And peeling up. Press through the heels, press through the thighs, glutes, lift all the way up. Can't see my hands here, but I have my fingers interlaced with my pointers and thumbs out like a steeple. Finding some space between the feet. We're going to inhale, lifting up the chin and neck, stretching backward. Pelvis presses forward to protect the lower back. And then on an inhale, we're going to bring ourselves back up to a neutral spine, pressing into the opposite foot. As you're bending over one way, press into that opposite foot for stability. Inhale, coming to center, and then as you exhale, reach over in the opposite direction, pressing through that opposite foot, keeping the breath flowing, allowing the body to open, release, and surrender as deeply as you can. Beautiful. Roll the shoulders here. Make sure when you roll the shoulders, you go in the forward direction and the backward direction. Let the arms hang heavy. Just shake the hands out and then just twist. Loosening, releasing, breathing softly, gently, allowing. Bringing your hands to heart center. Take a moment. Feel your feet grounded and connected. Feel the strength through your legs. Allow your shoulders to relax and just express gratitude for yourself, your body, your health, your capacity to practice yoga today. Releasing down. We're going to step to the top of your mat. Hands come to your hips. Inhale, float your right knee up. Step back to the degree that it works for you. can be longer or shorter than that width. Press through the outer edge of the back foot. Feel the strength up through your legs and make sure you have a 90-degree angle with the knee above the ankle. Pressing into that front heel and then maybe shifting the hips to square forward. Again, yoga is all about angles and degrees, so always move to the degree to which it's beneficial to you. Inhaling and then exhaling. Inhale, you're inviting beauty, light, love. Exhale, you're releasing fear, worry, doubt. Inhale and exhale. Palms flip forward, and then your left hand is going to float forward and right floats back, really reaching through the shoulders, elbows, wrists, and fingers. Stabilizing through the legs, pressing through the front heel. Straighten that front leg and reach forward, tipping down into triangle pose. Really reach through the shoulders here. This is my least favorite pose. Notice the places in your body that are opening, stretching, releasing, and just breathe in as deeply as your body will allow you to. Bend into that front knee and then come back up to warrior two. Flip that left palm up and float it back, exalted warrior. Feel your strength through your legs. Lift through your pelvic floor, your low belly, and press that belly button back to support you. Inhaling back to warrior two. And then we're going to take side angle pose. Twisting the hips forward, reaching long. So see that long diagonal from my fingertips all the way down to the outer edge of that back foot. You're pressing in to keep the space open between your left leg and left arm. And making sure that your shoulders are moving away from the ears. Pushing through that front heel, straightening the leg. And let's heel toe so that the toes are both facing forward, palms out. Star pose, flipping the palms up, finding your breath. Super important when we're doing these big postures to make sure that the breath is deep and full to support those larger muscles that are working so diligently. Shoulders dropping down and back. Lift the chin, stretch through the neck. You're really opening the clavicle, the collarbone, the throat, the neck, the heart space, breathing in deeply to those vulnerable places that we tend to keep shielded, protected. Open them up. Let them receive, surrender, allow. And just notice the space you created there for yourself. Roll the shoulders. Wiggle out the legs. And as you know, since we did that all on one side, prepare yourself for the opposite side. Inhale, stepping that left foot up and stretch it back. Find the 90 degrees in the front knee and press through the back foot. Feel strength up through the legs. And shift the hips to the degree that feels comfortable for you. Sweeping the arms up, warrior one. Shoulders relax down away from the ears and we breathe. Inhaling, inviting. Exhaling, releasing. Flipping the palms forward. Right arm floats forward, left arm floats back. Really reaching through the shoulders, elbows, wrists, and fingers. Pressing down through that front heel to come to a straightened leg and reach forward. Dropping down into triangle. Here my fingers are all the way onto my mat. You could also hold the shin or the thigh. You must skip the knee. Check in with your pelvic floor, low belly, and belly button. Bending into the front knee, warrior two, and reverse warrior. You might notice me interchanging reverse and exalted warrior. Bringing that right arm down. You're going to cross so that not your elbow is resting into the thigh, but the bone itself. And then reach long. Side angle pose. You might want to rotate the rib cage backward to open your heart toward the sky more. Really feeling good with your practice, and then heel toeing into star pose, palms flip forward. You're breathing continuously. Rotating the thumbs down and then pressing the shoulders down away from the ears, pressing the shoulder blades back together and lifting the chin to stretch through the neck. Really breathing, opening through the heart and throat. Taking a moment to feel the openness, sensations you created, and rolling the shoulders. Heel toe all the way in. Keep moving your breath gently. Bringing hands to heart center again. Just checking in with you. Forehead floating toward fingertips, connecting the heart space to the mind space and showing ourselves another moment of gratitude, appreciation for our practice and our bodies, our health. This moment. Take some water. Super important to stay hydrated as you practice and after you're done with your practice. Lots and lots of water. Center yourself. Feet are about hips width apart, maybe a little bit wider, and then up onto the toes. Balancing. Heels drop down and glue. Hips press back. Really press back with the hips here to keep the alignment with the knees somewhat over the ankles. And then you're folding your torso down, dropping the chin, sweeping the arms up and back. And then inhale, you're sweeping the arms down, up and through, pressing through the heels, lifting up. You're going to squat down again. Heels go back first. Good. Inhale as you sweep up, push through the legs, lift through the core. If that going up on the toes is not working for you, you can totally skip that and keep your heels glued down the whole time. Whatever works in your body is what yoga practice is about. Really feeling the joy of moving your body. Taking another moment, feeling connected here. Relaxed, open. And then we're going to squat down into the knees again. Frog squat, crab walk. Moving your breath as you're moving your body. Nice tall spine. And rotate the ankles again. Super important to keep our joints nice and healthy and mobile. Inhale, tall. Exhale, round, curling the spine, tucking the chin. Inhale, belly forward, chest forward, head lifts, nice and tall. Exhale, round, starting with the tailbone, so you're rolling back onto it. Inhale, belly, chest, head lifting. And then exhale, walking the feet back, roll up, and rock if that feels good. Looping your big toes with your index fingers. Find happy baby if that feels good for you. And then pull those knees down. Releasing happy baby. Hug the knees into the chest for another moment. And then feel grounded and centered behind your body. Make any adjustments that you need. Inhale up the right leg, gently stretching. And again, we're rotating those ankles. Point and flex is great here too if that rotation doesn't really work. Hugging the knee in and then guiding it out to the side to open up through the hip flexor. Allowing your shoulders to rest in your upper back as well. Extending through that leg if that works in your body. Otherwise, just stay with the knee bent. Totally relaxing the shoulders and upper back here. Relaxing as much as possible through the face. Come on back in and cross it over like you're having tea. We're going to find the figure 4 pose. This is tricky for some people, so work with yourself till you find it correctly. Even as the arms are working, see if you can rest the shoulders a bit and continuously move the breath. And releasing the left leg long, hug the right knee in. Extend the right arm. Place the palm of your left hand on the outside of the right knee and then draw it across the body. Again, relaxing the upper back and shoulders, allowing those muscles in that right leg to stretch. Inhale, coming back to center, hugging that foot in one more time, and then extend it out nice and long. Just take a moment to feel the sensations in that side of the body that you just took the time to stretch. Plant both feet with the knees up toward the sky. And we'll inhale the left leg up, rotating the ankle. Or point and flex, whatever works best in your ankle joints. Moving the breath. Bending that knee in, hugging it for a moment. And then we'll take it out to the side. And again, same option here. If the extension of the leg is what works best for you, go straight into that. And if hugging the knee bent to open the hip flexor is what works for you, stay right there. Just options. Bringing the knee back into the chest, cross it over. Grasping onto the planted leg, either behind the thigh or in front of the shin. Here you want to be mindful that your head and your neck are resting back as much as possible. There is a propensity to curl up with the head and neck, and we really want to make sure we're resting those so we're not creating tension in the head and neck as we're trying to create opening in that leg, thigh, and glute. Extending the right leg, hold on to the left knee, left arm goes out, right palm guides the left knee across the body. You can turn and look at your left hand here as you could have turned and looked on the other side as well. It creates a double twist in the spine, which is just super healthy and nourishing for your spine and the fluid, the tissues, all of it. Creating space within the body, energy to flow, toxins to be released. Inhale, bringing that knee back to center, give it a hug and then release it long, noticing sensations and space created in your body. Just relaxing here for a moment. Allowing your body to release and feel heavy. heavy against your mat as you continue to breathe gently. Let's take a few moments here to relax through the body, feeling the feet grounded, ankles and calf muscles relaxing, knees and thighs resting. Feel the back of your body resting heavily and more deeply with each exhale. Pelvis and belly are soft, and the low back feels grounded, centered, and connected. Allow your chest to feel softened. And just take some gentle rotations of your wrists and your ankles. Allow the legs to gently move, and then hug your knees in, gently rocking side to side. Grasping behind the thighs and then pressing through the heels to come back up to seated. Find a comfortable position with a lifted spine. Shoulders are relaxed. We'll bring hands to heart center. Allow your forehead to float towards your fingertips. I'm just smiling at you. Soak in the beauty of your practice. Find gratitude, peace, and love within yourselves. Thank yourself for taking this time to nourish you, mind, body, and spirit. Feel the flow of your energy, your life force strengthened, at ease, and powerful. Stay in the flow of positivity, health, joy, and love. Namaste. I love you guys so much and miss you, and I'm sure you're missing each other and your normal routines, but please do visit this video as often as you would like and allow yourself to feel peace and ease. Have a great day.